Well, for more, let's talk to James Bennett. He is Managing Director at eFinancial Careers. James, thanks very much for being with us. So, interesting to hear that bonuses may be lower on Wall Street. You have protests en masse in the U.S. Over this topic and others, the economic inequality. Here in Europe, though, is it a similar situation? Can bankers certainly expect lower bonuses?
Well, one might expect that. I mean, we've just done a survey with over 500 responses, and what was interesting about that was we had 9 out of 10 responses saying they think they're going to get a bonus this year. But the underlying trend is a more pessimistic one. So last year when we did the same survey, I think 60% said they thought they were going to get an increase, and this year it's less than half think they're getting an increase. So, you know, that is given the turmoil going on in the market, that is a different, you know.
You're talking about bonus or no bonus, but it is surprising, some might say, in the current environment with the European debt crisis, that they still expect, half of the people that you surveyed still expect an increase.
That is surprising. I mean, you know, the culture in the city and on Wall Street is pay for performance. So that is fairly ingrained and difficult to kind of work out of the system. But that's the expectations from the survey. But again, if you look, you know, we asked the question, you know, looking out 3 years, what are the expectations? And over half there see decreases in bonuses. So I think we are seeing, you know, a change, but it's just taking some time.
Can I ask how the investment banks and the hiring process are dealing with this? Are they trying to squash down those salaries that they had to increase when bonuses were wiped out? Or are they just accepting that higher salaries, higher capex across the board is part of life now?
Yeah, I mean, we don't have great data on that, but anecdotally, that's what, you know, they'd like to do. You know, they're definitely wanting to change some of this stuff and get to a more even keel.
And when you see bankers coming in, you know, you place them, don't you? Or you...
No, we're not a search firm, so we're a recruitment website. So
what kinds of things are they looking for? What are they saying they want out of a bank? We have seen top talent leave in swathes from certain banks moving to other banks. Can you pick out a trend? Where's the cool place to be?
Well, I mean, I think what people are looking for is challenge, and, you know, remuneration is definitely key. It's definitely a big factor, but work-life balance is increasingly what people are after. And what we see from our data, because we have jobs and clients globally, is that increasingly they'll go where the opportunity is. So there is a lot more interest now today in Hong Kong, Singapore, and Southeast Asia, more than there was 3-4 years ago.
So even during the crisis, wow.
Interesting. So you've got the database of people that the banks can go and look through. I'm interested to know, you know, whether or not the regulation that the banks face are going to make them more cautious when it comes to paying bonuses. I mean, we just heard yesterday from Jose Manuel Barroso, the EC president, that, you know, as they look to recapitalize, dividends should go, bonuses should go, whatever you've got to do to shore up capital.
Yeah. You know, and I think as regulation comes in, the banks will respond to that. As I said, it's ingrained in the culture, so it's going to take some time to work that out of the psyche. But I think it is happening, yes.
And the size of bonuses, I mean, we're not ever going to return to the days before the crisis, are we?
You know, I think that, you know, there was some eye-watering numbers being floated around. I mean, we cater to the whole industry, so, you know, front, middle, and back office. So, you know, those I think are very few and far between, and, you know, whether or not we'll get back to them, you know, I don't know.
You mentioned Asia as a place that is hiring a lot, and some of the candidates are looking to move east.
Yeah.
I mean, are people a little bit more lenient on bonuses on that part of the world?
I think that's really interesting. There was you know, a study I was looking at the other day, and it was trying to kind of rank the relative status of different types of careers, and actually through the crisis, banking has gone up in Asia. So it's actually seen as a better career.
Wow.
Whereas it's gone down significantly in both the US and the UK.
That's the new thing.
The money and the prestige to go east.
Without the stigma.
That's the new thing everybody wants on their CV. Time in Asia.
It's almost it's part of your CV, part of your career is to go out and get some exposure. Yeah.
There you go. James Bennett from eFinancial Careers. Thanks very much for being on the program. Thanks, Poppy.
Thanks a lot.